Look at this man, and what do you see? A messiah or a mercenary? The majority inside a bulging White Hart Lane see a kinsman in Klinsmann. Many beyond its confines prefer to believe his return has more to do with money and a need for regular first-team football prior to the World Cup. Whatever the motivation, Tottenham's plight requires dramatic action. Having conceded 14 goals in their last 4 matches, Christian Gross welcomes back Ramon Vega. With Anderton, Ferdinand and Sinton all injured, there's a return for Stephen Clements. Walker and Calderwood are the only survivors from Klinsmann's last match here. Arsenal themselves occupying their lowest position under Arsene Wenger, and without Ian Wright, who's suspended, hence a chance for 18-year-old Nicola Anelka. Manu Petit is in for the injured David Platt. Goals have been in short supply of late, and Dennis Bergkamp hasn't scored in the Premiership for nearly 3 months. Mike Riley is conducting matters. It's not often that an occasion like this 122nd North London derby is overshadowed by one of its constituent parts. But that is very definitely the case today as Jurgan Klinsmann returns to the scene of a season which brought a fair degree of success to the tune of 29 goals in 50 games first time around. But so acrimonious was his departure, very few thought that they would ever see him back at this famous stadium. As if to prove that what goes around comes around, as they say, one of Wenger's claims to fame is that he once signed Klinsmann for Monaco. From Bergkamp to misplace a pass to such a degree. Klinsmann chipped in, looking for Clements with the header. Well, Stephen Clements has never scored for Tottenham, and from a cross by the returning maestro, he was centimetres away. Vega. Now Parler for Arsenal. It's been a full-blooded start to this derby match, and Parler's been allowed to run. Well, that was symptomatic of Tottenham's problems so far this season. The defence was more or less non-existent. No one came to close him down. Vega belatedly came across. Wilson was late in coming in as well, and Parler wasn't too far away from making Spurs pay the price. Parler. Giving away to Campbell. And the free kick given to Tottenham. Clive Wilson to take. Got a foot in. Campbell's pursuing it. And Ginola setting himself. Well, certainly a great deal of spirit about Tottenham's display so far. Look at the way that he set himself, though. Such a graceful mover, David Ginola. And has been penalised to the tune of a free kick. Every Arsenal player back in defence. Ginola standing over the ball and chipping it towards the corner. A foot or so over the bar. Almost leisurely approach to the ball. All part of the cunning plan which on that occasion didn't work. It's a handball, but play's allowed to continue with Ginola. Fox slipped it round Winterburn. Klinsmann left it, Nielsen! What a fine goal by Tottenham. And no shortage of passion in the celebration. The kissing of the club crest, and Klinsmann the first to congratulate the Dane. general delight around White Hart Lane. Klinsmann's feint was all important, and Nielsen on the half volley made contact as sweetly as he would have done in his dreams. Bergkamp, nice touch. Petit, car slipped. This is Nicola Anelka. First time! Well, is that the stroke of luck that has eluded Tottenham for so much of the season? Desperately unlucky for Arsenal. This is bold. Grimondi. Too long for Bergkamp. Anelka so close. Thanks to a wonderful back heel by Bergkamp. That was sublime. The pass was measured from Petit, and the finish had to be first time, and was perhaps 2 inches away from making it 1-1. All because of the touch of the Dutchman. Given away to Klinsmann. Now Calderwood. Ginola. Clements. It's a delightful pass. Good control as well from Fox. Ginola. Much more confidence about Tottenham's work now. Keown and Klinsmann going together for the ball. It was Keown's touch, and it's a corner. Ginola's corner. Nielsen. Vega going up to make life difficult for Seaman, but not very difficult. Ginola. Broken for Bergkamp. Overmars. Vega quickly to him. Went through the tackle. It's Mark Overmars, and it's a corner. The referee has ruled that Walker got his fingertips to it. Overmars waiting just outside the edge of the penalty area for Winterburn's kick. Petit. Well, he's playing in David Platt's position. Platt injured today, and Platt's speciality always has been the late arrival at a corner. Amongst a full house, a very dapper former England coach, and above him in the pecking order, the current incumbent. The error and Petit seemed rather indecisive, and they can sort that out over their half-time cup of tea. Alan Nielsen's goal separates these two North London rivals at the midway point. A half of no great heights, but a splendidly conceived goal scored by the little Dane. Tottenham lead Arsenal by 1-0, and of Klinsmann we have seen flashes, but nothing conclusive. A full house of 28,500 inside White Hart Lane. That capacity will soon increase. Red sky at night equals Alan Sugar's delight as the ground nears completion. If Arsenal need encouragement for their second half task, it's surely in the fact that prior to today, Spurs have conceded 36 goals in the Premiership, which is bad enough. What's even more shocking is that all but 7 of those have been let in during the second half of matches, which suggests that they're prone to falling away fairly spectacularly, as they did in a recent home match where they conceded 6 against Chelsea. Nielsen. Just about the busiest player on the field, and he's been upended by Steve Bold. And the referee is reaching for his pocket for the first time this afternoon to book the veteran defender. Ginola's kick off the head of Petit. Now Clements. Stung the fingers of Seaman. Christian Gross never looks unworried. This is Ginola. Needs colleagues to join him. Rule Foxes available on this near side. It's still Ginola. There's a frisson of excitement that ripples around White Hart Lane whenever the Frenchman has the ball. It's from this sort of position that he ran on and scored a wonderful goal against Everton recently. Jose Dominguez is about to join the fray for Tottenham with an hour gone. Bergkamp. This time he's won the corner. Winterburn's kick. Header away by Vega. Winterburn. Oh, a vast hole in the middle of the defence. Parler deflected and in off Ramon Vega. Parler will no doubt claim it, but the deflection off Ramon Vega seemed to make all the difference.
32 seconds from number 15, Ray Parler.
There was a great parting in the centre of the defence, and I'm sure that Ian Walker had that covered, apart from the deflection off Vega's heel. Spurs had luck in the first half when Anelka's shot struck the inside of the post and bounced out, but now good fortune once again seems to have deserted them. His shirt pulled, and the referee spotted it well. So it wasn't that obvious. Overmars standing over the ball. And this is Dennis Bergkamp. Came off Klinsmann. Vieira! Struck with immense power, but he hardly had time to place it. Came initially off Klinsmann on the left corner of the wall. Vega's header didn't have the distance. And Vieira, no more than a yard over the bar. Overmars. And still Mark Overmars. Deflected. It's a corner to Arsenal. Heavy Arsenal presence inside the box. Petit. Well taken. And distributed swiftly to Dominguez. Klinsmann waiting to start his run in the middle. And back to Dominguez. Couldn't quite take the ball in his stride, but he's still going. Blocked by Grimondi. Calderwood. Well, for a man who by trade is really a centre-back, Colin Calderwood got quite close from a long way out. Tottenham's injury problems, despite a new head coach, won't go away. Both Fox and Ginola are off because of hamstring trouble. Haven't picked up Hughes from the throw. Ian Walker turned away from the referee, as if to say, honest, he didn't get a touch. Dominguez on the stretch. This is Nielsen. Couldn't get past Steve Bold. Nielsen has also gone down injured. But he's gradually picking himself up. Dominguez. Hughes. Keogh. Referee has looked at his watch on a couple of occasions. But the ball is broken, and this is Klinsmann. Perhaps a last chance for him to make his mark. Everson couldn't quite make it, and it's hooked clear by Vieira. If he could cross that ball again, Klinsmann would place it a foot lower. But he can't, he won't, and it looks like that this is going to end all square. Wilson's header. And proceedings are brought to a close. And despite the presence of the returning Jurgan Klinsmann, Alan Nielsen's goal is all that Tottenham had to offer. And Ray Parlour's deflected shot that went in off the heel of Ramon Vega earned Arsenal a point. The fact remains that despite a fighting display, Jurgan Klinsmann's new club still occupy their worst league position for 9 years. And whilst you expect passion and commitment in a North London derby, I have to say that on many occasions it was not so much blood and thunder, too often it was thud and blunder.
In a certain sense, I didn't know what to say, how the people welcomed me in the beginning of the game. It was a wonderful feeling. And it was a tough game when we knew that we're in a difficult situation at the moment. The only way we can get out of the area of the relegation is to fight and to do as much as we can. And that, I think we did a good job there today. We showed a really good spirit. And even after the 1-1 from Arsenal, we kept on playing our game and we tried to score the second goal. There's still a lot to do, I know that, but I'm very pleased the way everything went. And I'm sure that within a couple of weeks, we make things a lot better.
Martin, it was billed as Jurgan Klinsmann's big day, but you and Steve Bold spoilt it for him, didn't you?
Yeah, it was an interesting game. Klinsmann's obviously not, I'd say he wasn't 100% fit yet. So, although he gave them a very big lift today, and we had to make sure we were on our toes, especially from crosses. He pulls away well from crosses, and there was good movement. I'm sure that with him there, they'll improve.
I think Tottenham did fight very hard, and that they had a good reaction after their defeat at Aston Villa. And my team had a great reaction and refused to lose the game today and came back to 1-1. So, although it was maybe not for the purist super technical game, but it was a good game.
And I know you're eager to get your personal fitness trainer, Fritz Schmidt, installed at the club. Is there any news on that?
Listen, when I signed the contract, what was clearly said that I'm coming to Tottenham at the condition that I can take with me the fitness trainer. And so everybody has to fight that he is becoming this work permit.
So is the story correct in that if he doesn't get permission to come here, you will go?
Listen, I can't answer these questions right now. Let's finish this year in the good terms and looking forward for next year, also in a good spirit, and hopefully the beginning of the next season, this case will be made in our favor. That means then that he can